actually, I need Vanessa and Yashim.
Greeting to all graduates, family members, and Bunker Hill Community College staff. I'm delighted to be part of this wonderful celebration of accomplishments, the 2022 graduation ceremony at Bunker Hill Community College. I'm Yashim, the English instructor.
And I'm Vanessa Pacheco, another English instructor.
As I stand before you, I fulfill the positive emotional energy filling this place as so many graduates close one door and open another in life's journey.
Todos nosotros estamos muy orgullosos de ustedes por los tremendos esfuerzos que han hecho para estar aquí. Sabemos que no ha sido fácil. Han tenido que encontrar tiempo dentro de sus horarios muy ocupados para estudiar y aprender. A veces puede ser que hayan sentido que no podían hacerlo, pero a pesar de todos esos obstáculos, han perseverado.
أعزائي أجرين بحد النظر عن كيفية وصولكم إلى هنا في هذا الحدث المهم اليوم، فنحن متأكدون أن الأمر قد تتطلب الكثير من الانضباط والمثابرة والدعم الأسرة وزملاء الدراسة والمجتمع وكذلك من كليتنا بانكر هيل كوميونيتي كوليدج. أنا على يقين من الجميع يعرفوا المثل الأفريقي يتطلب الأمر قرية لتربية الطفل، وفي هذا المكان يساعدنا أن نكون جزءا من هذه الأسرة، أسرة التعليم. وشكرا لكم.
You have made it. You have accomplished all of this with your hard work and dedication. You have challenged yourself time and time again with success. And now we can celebrate this victory with you.
Sevgili mezunlar, hepinize inancımız sonsuz. Emek ve zaman harcayarak bu programı başarıyla tamamladınız. Önünüzdeki hayat yolunda çok başarılı olacağınızdan ve istediğiniz hedeflere ulaşacağınızdan son derece eminiz. Bunca çaba ve enerji sonrasında artık dinlenmeyi, ailenizle ve sevdiklerinizle hoşça vakit geçirmeyi hak ettiniz. Yolunuz daima açık olsun, Tanrı sizinle olsun.
I would ask the graduates to join me in a round of applause for the family members, friends, and faculty who have helped them reach this milestone. Parabéns, felicidades,
Tebrikler, mabruk,
felicitación,
zuha,
congratulations.
congratulations.
We will now be hearing from Kristin Mckenna, the Dean of Workforce and Development.
Good morning. I'm gonna do my teacher thing and say good morning. Good morning. That's perfect. Thank you. I'm Kristin Mckenna. I'm the Dean of Workforce and Economic Development. Distinguished guests, students, and families, welcome to the Division of Workforce and Economic Development's Student Achievement Celebration. We came together to celebrate and honor our students and their achievements, and to also recognize the families who have so supported these students in each and every endeavor that they have. A little round of applause for the families here today. As you know, no one does this alone. And that's why we're all here today, to celebrate this achievement. We're also delighted to have Dr. Pam Edinger, president of the college, Provost James Caniff, Associate Provost Alice Murillo, and our keynote speaker, Councilwoman Judith Garcia, who are joining us today for that celebration. We have a wonderful program for you today, and without any further ado, I'm going to introduce our president, Dr. Pam Edinger. But one thing I had to do was, everyone has a flag on their seat or near their seat. If you could grab that flag. What we would like to do is everybody in unison together raise that flag and wave it for all the graduates of the program. Let's go! Woo! Terrific, thank you. And now I will introduce Dr. Pam Edinger, who's been our college president for the last 9 years. Dr. Edinger.
Good morning, everybody. You excited? You're excited, right? I can see the excitement in your eyes. How many of you have children with you today? Would you yell out your children's names? 1, 2, 3, go. Yell out your children's names. So those are all of the wonderful human beings that you're doing this for today. You are the model of what they will become. Your achievements, your willingness to put aside all the barriers and to come and get to the best part of your education. And we're hoping that this will not be the last time we see you. We want you to be part of this family. We want you to begin thinking about college. And Kristin, who was just up here before, is exactly the person you should talk to. Because you would, I hope that when you look into the eyes of your children, you would say to them, I did college, so can you. And you're going to change the trajectory of our family. My parents came from Hong Kong when I was 11 years old. They didn't speak any English. My dad was a waiter in a Chinese restaurant until he retired about 15 years ago. My mom worked in garment factory work. She took clothing from the factory and did it at home. So when the kids came home, there's somebody at home. And had they had the opportunity of what you had, of what you did just now and is graduating from, they would be professionals, and our lives would have been very different. So I hope that you will give your children and your family the opportunity for a wonderful, wonderful future. And today, part of my task is to introduce Ms. Judith Garcia. I am proud to say that Judith is actually coming home. She was actually with us when we had the first Chelsea class of dual enrollment. She had gotten a whole bunch of college credits by coming to us while she was in high school. And then she took those credits and did more advanced work. And I'm happy to see her today because we know that we made a difference. She is now the communications manager at Neighborhood Developers, which is one of our wonderful partners in the Chelsea community. And she's been serving on city council for a long time. And we're hoping that in the very near future, we'll see her in an even more important role in service in government. So if you see her name somewhere that comes up, and I can't tell you which ballot, but it will come up at some point, and I hope you will remember Judith as one of your helpers as she came along. Now she too is from an immigrant family. She is the first Honduran American to serve on city council and the first woman to chair the city's Charter Review Commission, which means you had a woman of color, a Latina, looking at what the city should be doing for you. That's huge. Those voices, our voices, will get louder and more dominant as we build our community together. She has built her career in industry, but a lot of it in public service and in nonprofits to lift up all of us in the community. And you know, she's become a little bit of a celebrity too, because she was just at the White House at the Cinco de Mayo event with President Biden and Dr. Joe Biden. And then earlier this year, Vice President Kamala Harris visited Honduras, and Judith was recruited as one of 10 Honduran American leaders to share ideas and priorities in preparation for the Vice President's visit. So we are we're in the midst of national work, not just local work. And Judith served on multiple diplomatic missions in Taiwan, in Belgium, in Russia, advocating for social issues that are important to her. But I bet you if you listen to her work at City Council and later on in state service, you'll hear that things like housing, immigration, education, and economic development is always at the front of her mind. So she does this work for us, and she does this work for the nation. And talk about celebrities. So those of you who watch PBS, she was actually featured in a PBS documentary called Latinos Are Essential. So she is speaking, she is our voice. And the last piece that I want to leave you with, and I'm just so impressed by this, she has been recognized as a Latino Boston 30 under 30, which means she is one of 30 people under 30 years old. Under 30 years old, and I'm really old, and I know how young 30 is. And she has achieved so much in such a short period of time. So I am watching Judith as part of my family here at Bunker Hill, as a family in Chelsea, and also a family of women of color who's hewing new grounds. So Judith, come on out.
Buenos dias. Good morning. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. To the class of 2022, the faculty, parents, family members, friends, honorees who are here today, it is an honor for me to join you this morning on this special occasion. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2022. This space is very special to me, as you may have heard now. I'm coming home. Just a few years ago, I was a student that was taking classes here. And today, despite the varied backgrounds you all come from, you're all united here today to commemorate a huge milestone. You are graduating from Bunker Hill Community College. Can you give yourself a round of applause? And now, can I ask, how many of the people here are from Chelsea? Can you raise your hand? Oh, wow. Bueno. Hola, vecinos. I was born and raised in Chelsea. My mother came from Honduras as a young woman, and she raised me all by herself, working at a local hot dog factory. Growing up as a Latina kid in Chelsea, I always felt like my life was already scripted, and I was just following along. The plot line was clear. I would go through Chelsea public schools, spending my entire public education in receivership. My mom would work day and night, barely making ends meet. I might graduate, I might not. If I went to college, I might not even finish it. That was the script written for kids in Chelsea. I, on the other hand, took that script and I made some edits. I went through Chelsea Public Schools and I graduated. I went to college, becoming the first in my family to attend a four-year college. And I studied urban development with the intention of giving back to the community that had given me so much. The storyline of my new script was simple and solid. I would graduate college, I would return to Chelsea, and redesign our urban landscape, create new parks and playgrounds for our families and children to enjoy. For a kid like me, whose horizons had seemed so limited growing up, I had achieved so much. There was comfort in this updated script. It was a story that made sense to me. It would make my mom and community proud. I would bring certainty to my path. As I sat at my own college graduation, just like you're doing right now, I knew that my biggest fear was going off script. I also knew that the plan I so had carefully crafted, the plan I spent 4 years planning, didn't suit me anymore. I had been so focused on beating the odds and proving the naysayers wrong that once I finally graduated, I was directionless. For the first 22 years of my life, I spent my time hearing people tell me, my mother tell me, that the most important achievement was graduating college. But nobody ever told me, what happens after? What happens after you graduate? So I found myself with only blank pages in front of me, and I did something terrifying and exhilarating all at once. I went off script. I returned home with no plan, but one truth. I wanted to pursue a life of service. I didn't want to sit behind a desk designing communities. I wanted to be in the community. Every single day, standing with my neighbors and friends, fighting together to build a place where a story like mine isn't the exception, but the rule. I took a job as a bilingual health counselor at a local nonprofit where I helped thousands of families secure health insurance. This job gave me a deeper love for Chelsea than I thought possible. I witnessed the lengths which parents go through to protect their children, and I also witnessed that children go above and beyond to serve their families. I saw a community bursting with love and compassion, but equipped with pitifully few resources. I worked side by side with these vibrant people, tasked with helping them navigate a system that was not built for them. This was service at its core, advocacy in its purest form, and I was hooked. So at the age of 23, I made one of the boldest decisions of my life. I decided to run for Chelsea City Council. There was no one on the council that looked like me. There were no Latinos, there were no women. My opponent was a long lifetime incumbent. I quickly found myself wrestling with another pesky script, one that everybody seemed to have written for me. They told me all odds were against me. I was Latina, I was too young, I was a woman, I had no shot. Luckily, I was getting really good at throwing out stale scripts at that point. So this time, I knew exactly what to do. I threw that script that everyone told me that all odds were against me, and I threw it in the trash, and I took out a pen, and I reinvented my story. I door-knocked for days on end. I talked about the importance of being civically engaged in local government and the power we have to change our own communities. I shared what that power meant to kids like me and families like mine. I earned the trust of the people I met at the door, and in me they saw a daughter, a granddaughter, a niece, a sister. They showed up for me at the polls. In November of 2015, I became the youngest politician in Chelsea and the first Honduran descent to be elected to the Chelsea City Council. And I am extremely proud of that. I have been a Chelsea City Councilor for 7 years now. I've been elected 4 times, and during each one of those terms, I've shown up for our community to work in partnership with the incredible people that call Chelsea our home. We've built parks, cleaned our air, revived our schools, responded to a pandemic that knocked our city off its feet, provided tests and vaccines, picked ourselves up, kept the people we love sheltered, safe, and fed. I wake up every day with awe and gratitude for the story I found by going off script, for the opportunity to serve the place and the people that gave me my most precious gifts: home, family, purpose, and belonging. And for the most valuable lesson I learned in this process: there is nothing more powerful than a community that knows how to fight for itself. That lesson fueled me to start writing a new chapter for myself a few months back. Last year, the Massachusetts State Legislature redrew the political maps in the state, and for the first time, Chelsea and its neighbor city of Everett will have their very own state representative, meaning that the voices of working class immigrants that will decide who represents on Beacon Hill, they will decide it, not the wider, wealthier voices of neighboring communities. For those of you in the audience from communities like mine, you know exactly how historic this moment and opportunity is. You know what it means for people like us to have the power and platforms to write our own stories rather than constantly being relegated to the background, having our experiences diluted and distorted by people in power that do not look like us and do not live like us. I am proud to share that I am running for that seat. I am running to become the first Latina elected to represent Chelsea and Everett at the state level. I am doing it despite the usual steep odds, more experienced politicians, opponents with better access to resources, doubters who use my age, gender, my ethnicity, my looks to try to take me down a peg. At this point in my life, I know that those obstacles are the background to my story. I'm the main character. I decide what happens next. And when this opportunity came up, I felt the same pull I felt sitting at my college graduation, just like you are. A call to community service instead of a desk job. The same pull I felt when I ran for council in 2015. You can call it your instinct, you can call it your knowing, you can call it divine intervention. I like to call it my gut, the feeling here that you get when you want to make a bold decision. And if I've learned anything, is that it is your gut, the only editor that matters when you're writing your life story. So, I'm going to close today by being blunt. We've all been through absolute hell the last few years. Voy a cerrar hoy siendo muy franca con ustedes. Todos hemos pasado momentos muy difíciles durante esta pandemia. And some of the most painful impacts of that time have fallen in the shoulders of this audience. Forced to figure out, how are you going to graduate in the midst of a pandemic? How are you going to be here when our education has been upended by this pandemic? Y algunos de los impactos más dolorosos de esta época han recaído sobre los hombros de ustedes, de esta audiencia, obligada a descubrir cómo rayos iban a llegar a graduarse con una pandemia que nos ha afectado a todos. That threw into chaos the already delicate balance many of you strike between school, family, and work. Esta pandemia los llevó a enfrentar un caos a ustedes, ya en el delicado equilibrio que tienen que mantener entre su familia, sus estudios y sus trabajos. That forced us to face sickness and injustice, grief and loss that still feel impossible to process, let alone move on from. Esta pandemia nos obligó a enfrentar la enfermedad, la injusticia, el dolor y la pérdida que todavía se siente imposible de procesar y mucho menos superarlo. So I can only imagine that many of the visions and goals you started this degree program with have changed. Plans have shifted. Life has taken a turn. Blueprints that felt perfect just 2 years ago don't make sense when you look at them today, and that's normal. Así que solo puedo imaginar que muchas de las visiones y las metas con las que comenzaron este programa de grado han cambiado. La vida ha dado un giro brusco. Los planes que sentían perfectos tal vez hace 2 años, tal vez ya no aplican hoy. I only have one piece of advice offered to you today from the vulnerability of a girl who never expected to be on this stage. Solo tengo un consejo que ofrecerles hoy desde la vulnerabilidad de una niña que nunca pensó que podía estar hoy en un escenario como este. Y mi consejo es, desháganse de esos guiones que les dicen que ustedes no pueden lograr sus metas. So my advice to you all is get rid of that script that tells you you cannot accomplish your goals. Maybe it was a beautiful and true expression of the person you were a few years back. Maybe it was a story you inherited that never made sense for you to begin with, or a story forced on you by people who think they know you better than you know yourself. They don't. Ditch the old blueprint. Tal vez fue una expresión hermosa y verdadera de la persona que eras hace unos años. Tal vez fue una historia que heredaste que para empezar nunca tuvo sentido para ti. O una historia que te imponen personas que creen que te conocen más que tú mismo. Ellos no te conocen. Deshazte del guión viejo que otras personas quieren implementar en tu vida. Ellos no te conocen. As I stand here looking at all of you and all of the promise you show, in a moment our country needs such leaders like yourself. One thought keeps running through my head. I would not be here today on this gorgeous stage having the pleasure to talk to you if I had done what was expected of me. The decisions I made, the sacrifices I took, and the risks I accepted, they didn't make sense to anyone but me and my gut. Mientras estoy aquí, mirándolos a todos ustedes y sus promesas, la promesa que muestran, en un momento que nuestro país necesita líderes como ustedes, brillantes y audaces, no hay nada más que ronda mi cabeza que la simple noción que yo no estaría aquí hoy, en este hermoso escenario, teniendo el placer de hablar con ustedes, si hubiera hecho lo que se esperaba de mí. Las decisiones que tomé, los sacrificios que tomé y los riesgos que acepté no tenían sentido para más nadie más que para mí y mis instintos. And trusting that, no matter the doubts, desires, judgments, and even the well-intentioned advice of other people, that's what got me here today. Y confiar en eso, ese instinto, sin importar las dudas de los demás, los deseos de los demás, los juicios e incluso los consejos bien intencionados de otras personas, eso es lo que me trajo aquí hoy. You are the author of your own story. Ustedes son los autores de sus propias historias. Write that story however the heck you want. Así que escriban esa historia de la manera que les dé la gana, pero escríbanla ustedes. Gracias por tenerme y felicidades. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you. Congratulations.
Can we just have another round of applause for that powerful, powerful sharing of going off script, right? And writing your own story. Sorry, my earring is caught here. There we go. Thank you so much. So powerful. My name is Paulia Mooney McCoy, and I have the great joy of working with the Transitions to College program here at Bunker Hill. And we are here today
to celebrate the great accomplishments of the students who have gathered here, who have completed their programs. And I could talk for a long time about how much I admire and respect these students. I could talk for a long time about what an inspiration these students are for me personally. But my task right now is actually to speak to the family and the friends and the spouses of these extraordinary students. So we acknowledge the fact that these students could not have the kind of success that they did if it was not for you, the family and friends. We know that you have made sacrifices. Perhaps you were the ones who took care of children while the student was on a Zoom call, so the children wouldn't be running through the room while the Zoom call was on. I know you know what I'm talking about. You may have been the people who gave rides to students, or picked up children, or made meals for students. You, the family and friends, you may have been the ones to give encouragement, a shoulder to cry on, or when that student felt like they wanted to just give up, you, the family and friends, you might have been the one to say, keep going, don't give up. It's because of you. You're a big part of why they're here today and why they've experienced this kind of success. So we want to honor you. And so what I'd like to do right now is all the students who are here, if you're here with your family, your spouses, your children, your friends, your parents, I want you to just look around and say thank you to the people who you're here with. Just take some time and say thank you. Just say thank you. Just say thank you. Whatever language, just say thank you. Let them know that you appreciate them. So now we're going to hear from some extraordinary students. You're going to hear them share their stories, share their journeys as Bunker Hill students going through these programs. You're going to hear from Ernst Said, from Sandra Landaverde, and from Jessica Afonso. First, you will hear from Ernst, who represents the ESOL program. First, Ernst. Then second will be Sandra from the HiSET program. And then finally, you will hear from Jessica, representing the Transitions to College program. So as they come forth, I want you all to give them a big round of applause.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. It is with great pleasure that I have the honor today to address the graduating class. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my professors and classmates. It has been a long journey. I have learned a lot from each one of you. Communication plays an essential role in human lives. Listening and speaking are two ways to communicate with others. Doing this in a foreign language may not always be easy. However, with determination and perseverance, we can be successful. When I came to the United States, I wasn't able to speak English well. Bunker Hill helped me a lot to get a better language skills and communication with others. This is a great program. I learn a lot from everybody. The teachers are always available for students during and after the class hours. They never get tired of us. Both administration and teaching staff of Bunker Hill Community College are very dynamic and professional. I have no words to express my happiness and pride today. These programs not only helped me, they not only develops my language skills, but also helps me to improve my technology skills. Finally, I can say I have reached one of my goals, which is speaking English fluently. Thank you. Thank you. I can communicate with strangers easily and make friends using my communication skills. In addition to this, because I have a better skill in English, my boss has already informed me about a promotion. I believe that I'm ready to go forward. I would like to start a college program next year. In conclusion, in the name of the students, I take this moment to thank the Workforce and Economic Development Division of Bunker Hill Community College, who finances this program. I encourage others immigrants like me to come to Bunker Hill Community College. We are in good hands at Bunker Hill Community College because Bunker Hill Community College is the ideal college for immigrants. Thank you so much for all your support and patience. Thank you.
Buenas tardes todos. En nombre de mis compañeros de clase, quiero dar las gracias a Bunker Hill por abrirnos las puertas de la institución y darnos una segunda oportunidad para completar nuestros estudios de secundaria. También darle las gracias a nuestros familiares porque a pesar de que los descuidamos mientras estudiábamos, supieron entendernos y apoyarnos. Y a nuestras amistades por descuidarlos de ellos los fines de semana y no poder compartir momentos especiales. A nuestros maestros por la paciencia de repetir tantas veces fuera necesario para hacernos entender lo que querían transmitirnos, ya que el cansancio del trabajo algunas veces bloquea una mente cansada, así como adaptarse a las clases en línea y soportar la interferencia de nuestros familiares. Algunos de nosotros fuimos forzados a dejar nuestros estudios a medio camino por diferentes razones. En mi caso, estaba en el 10º grado cuando dejé la escuela, debido a que fui madre a temprana edad, por lo que me vi obligada a trabajar para seguir adelante. El mercado laboral cada vez demanda un grado académico más alto, por eso me vi en la necesidad de regresar a la escuela. Gracias a mi persistencia y perseverancia por aprender, he logrado avanzar hasta lograr mis metas. He entendido que sin educación no se puede llegar lejos, Por eso es que dejé el pasado y he tomado ventaja de esta segunda oportunidad de educarme. Este diploma que ahora estoy obteniendo me ha ayudado a continuar a tener más éxitos, como obtener un mejor empleo y por lo tanto una mejor vida. Al terminar o completar el high school, Bunker Hill me dio la oportunidad nuevamente de continuar preparándome, ofreciéndome la carrera de Dental Assistant, de asistente dental. Fue un desafío, ya que mi nivel de inglés no es tan alto, lo que me hacía sentirme insegura en las clases. También me tocó enfrentar el haberme contagiado del COVID-19 en varias oportunidades, ya que no me permitía concentrarme debido a las altas fiebres que me provocaban, pero gracias a las habilidades aprendidas en el high school y que estaba motivada, pude superar la situación de enfrentar el desafío. Para cerrar, me gustaría dar las gracias de nuevo a Bunker Hill por mantener este programa y proveer sus servicios para continuar ayudando a la comunidad latina. Gracias y que Dios les bendiga. On behalf of my classmates, I want to thank Bunker Hill for opening its door and giving us a second chance to complete our high school studies. I also want to thank our relatives because despite of being too focused on studying, they understood and support us. The same goes for our friends when we were unavailable on weekends and unable to share special moments. I would also like to thank all our teachers for their patience and repeat explanation as many times necessary for students understand what they want to convey, since the tiredness of words sometimes slow a tired mind. I also appreciate them for adapting to online class and enduring the interference of relatives. Some of us, we were forced to leave our study midway for different reasons. In my case, I was in the 10th grade when I left school because I became a mother at a young age. I was forced to work to keep going. The job market increasingly demands a higher academic degree, which is why I saw the need to come back to the school. Thanks to my persistence and perseverance to learn, I have managed to advance until I achieved my goals. I had come to understand that without education, you cannot go far. That is why I have let go of the past and take advantage of this second chance to educate myself. This diploma I am now obtaining has helped me to continue finding more success, such as obtaining a better job and therefore a better life. Upon complete the high school, Bunker Hill once again gave me the opportunity to continue preparing myself by offering me a career as dental assistant. It was a challenge since my level of English is not that high, which made me feel insecure in class. I also had to face having been infected with COVID-19 on several occasions. It was especially difficult because it did not allow me to concentrate due to the high fever. But thanks to the skill learning in the high set and still motivated, it was able to overcome the challenge. Once again, I would like to thank Bunker Hill for maintaining this program and providing their service to continue helping the Latino community. Thank you and God bless you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I start, I just would like to say how happy I am to here today. And this environment and this feeling to be achieving something with a people who is fighting with language. We really know what that means, right? So first, Greetings, the fellow graduates, the faculty, the staff, and the president. Also, the family loved ones who have supporting us in achieving our goals. Our gratitude to each of you. We thank you so much. My name is Jessica Afonso, and with a lot of pleasure, I'm here today to share with you a little bit about my journey and testify how this college, Bunker Hill Community College, changed my life. It was in 2017 when I walked inside the H building at first to start English classes. And I can remember until nowadays how difficult was my first days since I didn't speak any English at that time. I was a BLL student for 3 semesters, and after finished the English program, I met transitions to college program. Wow, that was the gold key in my academic life. I joined in transitions to college program in 2019, and after 1 year, I was able to complete this program with a lot of joy. And after that, I started my associate degree here at Bunker Hill Community College. And with a lot of joy in my heart, I can say today that I graduated in the class of 2022, and now I am a BHC alum. Today, I am here to honor each of you and remind you how amazing and brave you are. Please, take a moment and remember how many obstacles you need to win to be here today. And I am sure that during your journey, you receive a lot of support, a lot of attention, and investment from people who were around of you during this time. Your teachers, your friends, and your family know how much you dedicate yourself to achieving this victory today. But the good news is you did it. So today, I would like to encourage each of you, not only now, but for your entire life, to keeping dreaming big and keeping believing yourselves. Better than anyone, we know that learning English as a second or maybe a third language, it's one of the most challenging in our lives. But we did it. So we are the proof that dreams can come true. So today, remembering who you are and how powerful we can become, my challenge for all of us, it is to keep changing our world into a better place with more love, respect, equity, equality, and empathy for each other. Thank you so much again. Thank you, the beautiful team of the Workforce and Economic Development Division, for giving us everything was necessary. Thank you again, and congratulations to everyone.
There's really nothing else to be said after a speech like that. Do you agree? I do want to say one thing to the family, supporters, and friends, loved ones, and everyone here. Thank you for taking the risk to be seen. I will say that one more time. Thank you for taking the risk to be seen. It is very easy not to speak up. It is very easy to turn away. It is very easy to turn to someone who looks like you and ask for help, as opposed to the person who's hired to help you. So thank you for being seen. Thank you for standing there and demanding your place among us and with us and for us. Do not give that up. Do not allow them to turn you away. Stand there and be seen. Today, we see you. Today, we honor you. But within yourself, when you receive these certificates, take a picture of them, put them in your phone, and when the world stands up against you, open your phone and remind yourself that you are seen and you have a right to stand where you are. And accept that in all of its full glory. It is my pleasure to have served you with Bunker Hill Community College today. It is my pleasure to have worked with the staff and the students to come to this moment in time where we knew you would always reach and become. Behind the scenes, we sometimes laugh because we know June will arrive. In February, when you are stressed and it is cold and it is dark and no one wants to come to school, we know this day will come. Thank you for your endurance. Thank you for your perseverance. Thank you for not giving up. But most of all, thank you for trusting us. Thank you for trusting us to bring you along the journey, to allow us to lead. We turn to you today and give you these awards as symbols of all that you have done and only the first step in all that you will do. Thank you for being seen. Remember, never, ever step away from your place, no matter who says, what, huh, who? Just look at them and stand there in your glory and in your strength and continue on. It is my pleasure to introduce the awarding of the certificates of the students of the Division of Workforce and Economic Development. Thank you. Your faculty will be reading the names. We welcome them to the stage.
Can we have all the students of Eddie's, please, on the stage? Thank you.
Mis estudiantes pueden llegar aquí. Come up to the stage and we'll read your name and give you a certificate. Do you have your cards? Bring your cards with you. Where's your card? Bring your card, your little card that you got when you checked in. Sus tarjetas. See, Nelson? Yep, correct. And Jacim, you passed it.
Okay. Should I?
Can I have all the students of my evening class, please? Right after this session, just wait for the moment. Let's finish this group, and then I will call you.
They're in order. So I'll read one and you read the next one.
Okay.
Right. So as we read the names, we won't have a lot of time to take pictures because there's about 90 graduates. But you can applaud them if you're their family member, you want to celebrate them. Okay? Okay. The first one, Abdullah IT Shab.
Carlos Alfaro.
Yudi Copette Richards. Dunia Jacqueline Peña.
Magali Yuona Becerra.
Esther Marquez de Freitas.
Maria Elena Diaz Lopez.
Mirna Ardon.
Chucky Yoshida.
Melvin Medrano. Pierre-Marie Jean Cote.
Barchem Gulen.
Victor Ubemar Betancourt.
Nelson Solis.
Edwin Ramos Aguirres. Violeta Rafael Cobos.
Asia Modin.
Ishmael Bahu. We'll go fast. Alejandra Nunez.
We still need names. Evelyn Tayada Cuida.
Danis Lopez.
Crisolita Gomez de Pina.
Pablo Morales. Yeshim Otsuz. And then finally, Gonul Hatipugul. Borsin Mohafel. Yesenia Bonilla.
Gilson Herrera Boiles.
Seti Barros. Hanan Hafir. Abel Marnet. Dune Exentos. Ernst Said.
Eugene Benjamin.
Lindsay Lopez. Mayra Molina de Romero. Claudia Espinosa.
Glenda Nunes Chavez. Fatima El Abouti.
Lilian Oliveira. Vilma Castaneda 7.
Mamodo Berry.
Catherine Chicas. Romualda Cervantes Martinez. Marcela Morantes.
David Ramos.
Lizette Rojas. Claudia Núñez. José Portillo Cuellar.
Can we have all the HISES students on the stage, please?
Say what? This will be fine.
Sí, cualquiera, con todos.
It's in order.
Desorden. Congratulations, everybody. Felicidades a todos y en especial a los estudiantes de Heiser, que los voy a llamar en este momento, ¿verdad? Karen Munguía. Right here.
Right there or here?
Over there.
Let's do it the way we did it.
Jacqueline Rivera.
Daisy Granados. Maritza Maldonado. Fátima Recinos. Son mis alumnos. Pedro Guadalupe Mengíbar.
Niobi Tejada Martínez. José Freddy Flores. Julia Rugeiro. Ok, Julio, ya me la...
Zuleima Ríos. Sandra Landaverde.
Mauro Hernández.
Mayra López. Zoraida Stephanie Navarro Recinos. Reina Idalia Paz Landaverde. Alex Pérez Báez. Sandra Reyes Ríos.
Vanessa Vides Hernández.
Your nombre. Diana Lisette Mejía.
Could I please invite the transitions to college students and the culinary program students, please? Myra, your card with your name. Oh, you don't have it. Never mind. Okay. Thank you. What? No, they're right here. Okay. All right. Luke McCormack. Lauren Braz. Jessica Afonso. Okay. Rosemar Theofonso. Sandra Rozo. Odilia Yanez Sanchez. Myra Molino Romero. Claudia Nunez. Mirna Rivas de Carvalho. Dominic Sampson. Ismail Bahu. I would ask everyone to please join me in giving a big round of applause to all of our graduating students. And now welcome to the stage, Yudi Arlette Copete Richards.
Come on in, Yudi. Yudi is one of the SOL students. It's a pleasure to announce her. She's going to read a wonderful poem. Thank you, Yudi.
Hello, everyone. This poem is Black but Pretty by Edna Liliana Valencia. Black but pretty, I grew up listening that. Black but pretty, I grew up listening to that phrase since I was little, at home and on the street. Why are you not so black? And you are smart. Being your friend makes me happy. That's what people used to tell me. But you even smell good. You don't have much of an accent. Come closer and give me a little kiss to know what I feel. Black but pretty. They say touch my hair. If you weren't so curly, you would have a beautiful face. What you need is to straighten your hair, or at least a few braids that fall down your neck. Come, teach me how to dance, how they dance in your land. And don't try to insinuate that you were born in the fridge, Bogota. Black but pretty, they still say smiling. These are people who need to learn decent manners. But the micro-racism doesn't let them process. They live in colorings. Anyway, there is way of thinking. They are the same ones who defend that the race must be improved. They are the same ones that are offended if their daughter comes home with some nice black, even you have a professional, and they call him my negrito to free him from evil. Black but pretty, as if it were an exception. Black but beautiful, pure subordination. I'm black and beautiful, and for your information, this powerful black woman, it doesn't need your approval. Thank you so much.
Bom dia, buenos dias a todos. Eu sou Ed, sou o professor do nível 4 e a gente vai terminar com umas poucas palavras para agradecer a todos que estão aqui. Okay? So I'm actually going to speak in English. My parents are Portuguese. I'm just going to briefly finish this whole thing. Every single one of you who graduate today, could you stand please for a second? This is amazing. There's about 90 of you, so can we give them a round of applause? Thank you, thank you. And could we have all the teachers that are here stand or raise their hands? Give them thanks. Excellent. And finally, you can sit down, please. Thank you. Finally, the success is not possible without leadership of people. So there's 2 or 3 people that I wanted to recognize their leadership to help us get where we are. The first one is our director, Michelle. Many of you may not know her as students because she's behind the scene leading the teachers to do the good work. I also wanted to recognize someone who did an amazing job and left us in May for something better, but she's here, Brandy Brooks. I wanted to thank her too, and I wanted to thank everybody in the office, Debbie and Jessica and everybody else who helped this program be successful. Congratulations to all of you. I hope this is not the last time that we go to your graduation. I look forward to many more in the future for other ventures that you take. Congratulations, you all.
Thank you, Eddie. And now I get the pleasure of dismissing everyone, but also just thanking the families, thanking the graduates, and just saying we hope this is not the end. We hope to see you again at many more ceremonies of achievement, and just letting you know how much we appreciate you coming out today, and just letting you know that we have some wonderful food trucks in the back. So we want to celebrate with you. We want to just celebrate this day with you. Come talk with us. We have so many more things we want to share with you. So in the back again, enjoy with us, talk with us, celebrate with us. And we also have a student who will be performing. His name is Junie. He'll be performing his piano and some wonderful selections for you out front. So before you go, please enjoy with us. And again, thank you so much. We hope to see you again. Keep coming. Bunker Hill has many, many more programs. And so we want to be enrolling you, your family, and your friends in more of our programs. Thank you.
And finally, to finish out our program, our division wants to thank all of the support that we get here from Bunker Hill Community College. I want to thank the events coordinator and his team, Kevin Weary, for setting up this beautiful place, and also Dr. Mckenna for helping us on the stage today. And we have an admissions table in the back if you're interested in getting information about coming here to get a degree or certificate program. You can grab that information or ask any one of us. And thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Congratulations.
I want to give that to Judith.